Republican state leaders are taking their battle against the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, a step further this week. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is calling on Attorney General Ken Paxton to eliminate the civil rights group's operations in Texas. CBS Austin's Andrew Lemparski is live from the state capitol for us tonight with more on this big story. Andrew?
Yeah, Walt, if you remember back in November, Governor Greg Abbott designated CAIR as a foreign terrorist organization. Well, this week he's calling on the Office of Attorney General to eliminate the group's operations altogether.
They want to scare Texans about their Muslim neighbors for political gain.
The Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, is slamming top Texas Republicans this week.
Greg Abbott sadly does not seem to understand the law. Ken Paxton does not have the power to strip away a federally registered and recognized nonprofit's tax status.
CAIR is responding to a series of moves from state officials furthering the governor's designation of the civil rights group as a foreign terrorist organization. In a letter to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton this week, Governor Greg Abbott writes, CAIR cannot be allowed to use its nonprofit status as a shield for sponsoring terror. Even the state's agriculture commissioner, Sid Miller, is getting involved.
They're against everything that we're for. They're against freedom.
He's calling on President Donald Trump to make the designation a nationwide one.
Now, some people may be, reading your statements from the outside and asking, what is the role that the Department of Agriculture has in determining terrorist group designations?
Well, I've got I'm a statewide elected official. I've got you on the TV. I can make it pretty well known. On social media, I'm pretty active. I have over 1 million followers there. We're reaching, 40 to 50 million people a month. So we can get the word out. We can raise the red flags.
Mark P. Jones, a political science professor at Rice University, says there's additional motivation for Republicans to act now. It's just weeks until the March primary.
For many Republican primary voters, Islam represents a direct threat to Christianity, as well as to sort of American values and American way of life.
On the other side of the issue, the city of Austin designated January 22nd as CAIR Austin Day.
Unfortunately, recent rhetoric and actions from higher levels of government have attempted to divide us.
A move that also drew sharp criticism from Miller. At the center of it all, CAIR says, are Texas Muslims.
There is a real security threat here that comes when you hear this sort of heated rhetoric over and over and over again.
Now, CAIR is currently suing the state of Texas over its terrorist designation. Paxton filed a response to that suit in December, calling it baseless. Reporting live from the state capitol, Andrew Lemparski, CBS Austin News.